administrative or diplomatic or...
Oh.
I'm in administrative.
Yeah, I'm
Bad.
administrative too.
Good money.
Yeah.
What the hell? I'm being declared war on by 9,000 Northmen Screamers in Normandy. Why? How is that even my land? It's not even. It's my vassals. Yeah, where are y'all even coming from? They waited until they realized that my entire army is over in freaking the Middle East, the Near East, I guess. No, it's Middle East. I didn't even know that was possible. I guess my vassals are doing work over there good. I'm super thrilled about it.
I had to get rid of my spouse.
Oh.
And I found out. They found out.
Oh, I can make him my vassal.
Lost Who?
He was like, yeah, you just be my vassal. Alright. You're my new vassal. Losing the land. He might convert from Astaru to Catholic. And he does. Yippee. Who's that there? Who's that? Oh,
Random
Africa.
Africans.
So you're gonna try to be the African king here? You're going Mark Duplessis or what?
Who? Oh. Africa's winning tonight. Yeah, probably. Just keep on taking it.
How goes it in England there, Bill?
Slow moving.
Slow and steady. Wins the race.
Yeah. Oh. I guess I could be declaring some wars here.
Are you still fighting the Kingdom of Alba every once in a while?
No,
Not really.
not actively, no.
Betrothed one of my sons to the queen there because she's attractive. And my son is a dog, so. What was that, Bear?
What? It's just because you're attracted.
Oh, no, did you get like a little reward or something?
I did.
I don't know, maybe. Maybe it was me.
I am officially the King of Ireland.
Hey! I see that, yep. You almost entirely. Very nice. Oh no. A new faith, a new heresy came up. I guess that's our next place for pilgrimage or crusade will be to some freaking county in Luxembourg. bear mail, bear mail.
Oh, that's what I've been getting is some random ass. Oh, this is a lovely crown. Get this crown out of here, you piece of shit. Where's the-
Battles going over here in the Arabian Empire. Seems to be closer to collapse.
I miss the days when I used to torture people to relieve stress.
That's true. You've had a couple now where you haven't been.
Intrigue, yeah.
Intrigue, yeah.
A shame.
Shame.
Back at war, Bellows. Back at war. Where we belong.
This pretty woman in Scotland. She's a bit of a hoe. She's got 2 bastard children already. Don't even know who the father is. And one is in the oven. And she just married my son. Well, not my first main son, but hey, you know, King of Alba. Add a king to the list there. It helps, you know, learn from Sean. That's powerful to.
Impressive.
Football starts next Thursday.
Yippee!
Yes, sir.
Hip hip.
Exciting.
Sure,
Hooray!
Slender. Last Thursday that we have for 4
That's
months.
true.
No football.
Yippee!
Hallelujah.
I don't know, Bill. I'm worried. I'm worried.
I know. What is it you're worried about?
I just feel like a lot of things went well for us last year. I watched the highlights of us beating Tampa Bay last year,
Okay.
and you watch the fourth quarter, and it's like, how the hell did that happen? How do we beat the Bengals on the road? Tyler Boyd dropped a pass in the end, but it's just there's a lot of things that went well, so I'm
Well,
afraid of like a regression.
even like Russ kind of had us on the ropes, right?
Yep, almost
We
lost
had to
to.
get the game-winning interception. Point of the Colts should have won the division and made playoffs, but
Yeah.
for some reason Jonathan Taylor wasn't in the game, and
Yep.
they dropped the easy completion on 4th down.
Yep.
All valid points, but I think you add Daniel Hunter, you add Aziz Al-Shaair, you add Joe Mixon, you add Stephon Diggs, all guys that have been Pro Bowlers. It's like, I think if we were just doing a salty run back, I would be worried.
Uh-huh. You think
Because
because
we
the
did get some
additions.
nice things to go our way. I think the additions make it to where it's like, okay, yeah, the coin landed on head 4 times in a row, that's nice. But I think now with the additions, it's not as much of a coin flip. It's like, okay, no, we're just better.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Now, I think the argument or what gives me a little bit of concern and caution is Christian Harris is on IR,
Mm-hmm.
and he was an absolute stud for us last year. And him starting out the year on IR in a position we're kind of weak at, linebacker. So now Henry
Right.
To'oTo'o is going to have to be starting, which, not exactly what you want to see. And then I do believe week 1, game 1, we are running Kamari Lassiter at CB2. A rookie, a 2nd-round draft pick. He's going to be our starting cornerback opposite of Stingley. And so that's a little bit scary.
Mm-hmm.
And then with Danico Autry suspended for 6 games, our interior defensive line is pretty bleak. So I think legitimately our offense might be bad for a while.
Yeah.
I just think our offense, though, on the other hand, like I was listening to a podcast the other day, and since 2020, 0 of the 32 NFL teams, 0 of them have the same offensive coordinator that they had in 2020.
Mm.
So that's like such a massively overturned position, is the offensive coordinator. It's either overturned because they don't do good enough, or it's overturned because they do too well and they get head coaching offer. And it's crazy that just 2020, since then, there's been 0 offensive coordinators that are still in their position.
Yeah.
And knowing that there's so much turnover there and that we have Nick Caserio coming back makes me feel pretty good, like that we at least have a couple years now of consistency in that position. I do think he's like destined and the front runner to be a head coach of the next team. Like, if I don't know, if the Jets do poorly and they get rid of Robert Saleh, like
Right.
they should be coming and knocking on the doors of Nick Caserio. I mean, there's a lot of guys at Giants when they move past Dayball, like a lot of these coaches should be coming straight to us to interview Nick Caserio. So I think, the longevity, the consistency is only going to be a 2-year deal because I think we're going to be looking for a new OC next year, or somebody will get promoted. But I think that offensively, we only added, we didn't subtract.
Right.
And I think D'Amico, being the defensive guy that he is, he's going to figure it out on defense.
Right.
So,
That's
I
what we're
don't know.
hoping for. That's what we're hoping for. Yeah. He already knows what he's doing there, and gets
Yeah.
the 100% out of, turns these B players into A players kind of thing.
Yep. Yeah, I think you would. I mean, I'm good about it. I think what I'm concerned about is not just our team, but like the rest of the division got good. Like,
Yeah.
like the rest of the division just got a lot better. I think the Titans added really good pieces. I think on offense and defense, obviously they added L'Jarius Sneed, which is scary.
Yeah, not great.
But then
Not
they added
great.
Calvin Ridley. They added Tony Pollard, which I know
Yeah,
he wasn't good in Dallas last year, but he was also hurt.
right. Interesting. They definitely are better, but it's a little weird, right?
Yeah.
It's like y'all. I guess they're just fully drinking the Levis Kool-Aid.
Yeah, I think they have to, right? Like, you know, they have to be sending it at this point. And what's
Yeah.
nice about where they're at, I believe, is like if you just full send it this year with Levis and it doesn't work, you're not screwed.
Right.
Because they don't have like contracts that are
Awful.
like the situation that Minnesota's in is a lot more challenging because like they can't miss with this JJ McCarthy guy because they've already got, a guy like Justin Jefferson and TJ Hawkinson and Jordan Addison all on the hook right now. And you don't have the ability just to like screw this up. Whereas the Titans, like they're fine, but like they don't have this stable of high-paid offensive guys that are just waiting on a quarterback to get them over the hump. Because
Right.
if it just doesn't work, if Levis sucks, like then they just let Ridley go to another team. They let Hopkins go to another team, and they let Pollard go to another team, and then they just start over. Like they're not in a bad spot. So I like the idea that they're just gonna send it and see what they have with them. I liked it way more than like, I don't know, let's see, the Browns did when they had Baker Mayfield, where it was just like, is this guy good or not? I don't know, because we didn't give him any chance to succeed.
Right.
Same thing that Carolina's doing with Bryce Young. Like, we'll never know really how good Bryce Young is because they're never going to give him a chance to be good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but I think, I still think they're the fourth best team in the division, but I think that they definitely got better. I mean, they were the fourth best team last year and they got better and better. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
so.
Yeah. I'm just.
Indianapolis might be good.
Yeah. I'm afraid. I'm afraid of Indy. To be quite
Yeah,
honest.
but
That's the one that scares
high
me.
floor, low floor, high ceiling team
Right. Exactly.
because of Richardson. Like we still don't know.
Right.
We still, he's between his collegiate career and his NFL career, he still has like what 16 games or 18 games or something like that. So it's like we don't know.
Yeah.
But the unknown is a little scary.
But yeah, just from what I saw, I just think for me, like kind of like you said, like maybe if Taylor just plays the first 6 games of the season, they're just way ahead of us. I think they have a good coach. I don't know.
Yeah, a very good coach.
But I think the Jags are cooked. Not cooked. Cooked might be strong. I think that hangover of last season is going to carry over, I think. To lose 6 of 7, including the last game where he lost to like Tennessee, wasn't even playing anybody.
That's right. I forgot about that.
That was an awful loss. I don't know. I think that's. I think just like mentally for them to be like, all right, well, kind of keeping the same. Yeah, like they obviously had made some changes, but they paid Lawrence, so. And it kind of seems like cap-wise, it's kind of like you're like maybe that's why Tennessee's doing it now. It's like, well, we're not paying our quarterback yet, so let's just throw money around, kind of like we're doing too. Pay Daniil Hunter for 2 years. Throw a wire on Diggs. Just pay money before you're gonna end up paying, 50, $60 million a year for your quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
I know, but Indy scares me. I think Richardson, what I saw from him last year was pretty scary. Like you said, it's high floor, low ceiling, or high.
Yeah.
High ceiling, low
High
floor.
low floor.
He could suck.
Yep.
He could just get hurt again. That's definitely a big possibility. He just gets hurt again.
Yep.
Only made it a couple of games last season.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of a believer big time now in Shane Steichen though.
Yeah, I think he's really good. And especially last year, seeing the Eagles just kind of lose it basically.
Mm-hmm.
Just makes you think, like, yeah, how much of that team was just Steichen leading that team?
Right.
Because they sucked last year without the coordinators.
Right, exactly. In the last couple of years, like I've really changed my stance on so I think in the NBA, I think coaches matter very little. We had that discussion, but like in the NFL, I've changed my stance pretty substantially where I think it's so important. I think it's such a big deal.
Yeah.
The coach, specifically the offensive coordinator, and if it's offensive minded head coach, kind of the same thing. But like seeing what Dave Canales was able to do in Tampa Bay last year and make Baker Mayfield look like a number 1 overall pick.
Yeah.
When he was kind of like becoming the journeyman of the league because nobody wanted to keep him.
Right.
And he just revived his career, and then with Steichen and what he was able to get done, and now what he's able to get done in Indy, and I think like that whole narrative of like I think offensive coordinator really matters is what gives me a little bit of concern about Jacksonville.
Right.
I don't really think they brought their OC back, the same OC that just had a massive meltdown.
Yep.
And just choked away the back half of this season. And I don't love that. And then they didn't really make a ton of personnel changes, but if you still look at the roster, like they're just a good team. Depending on your thoughts of Trevor Lawrence, that's the biggest like caveat.
Yeah.
Like how highly do we think of Trevor Lawrence? So.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
But I think the concern of our like you kind of started this conversation off by saying you're worried. I think the worries for me, I'm not as worried. I'm excited and I think optimistic. But the worries for me come from within, where it's like, okay, even if Kamari Lassiter, is CB2 going out in week 1, like if him or Stingley miss any time, and we have to roll Jeff Okuda out there, brother.
right.
We're giving up 500 yards. Like our secondary depth is really bad, and in preseason we were bringing Jalen Petrie down into the nickel, and playing him close to the line of scrimmage, just as where he played at Baylor, which is a really good position for him, and then putting Kalen Bullock at the other safety spot. So if that's what we roll out there a lot, in week 1 we're starting 2nd round and 3rd round draft pick in our secondary game 1.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna need a lot of good.
Our secondary
We're gonna coach them up.
right, our secondary that got absolutely cooked already by Amari Cooper and David Njoku and numerous other receivers last year. So it's like it wasn't exactly an area of strength for us previously, and now it's like could potentially be a massive weakness for us. So my concerns are more within rather than the other teams in our division. I think that we're the only ones kind of screwing ourselves over right now.
Yeah.
But then you do have to remember and realize like we have the 2nd hardest division. I mean, schedule in all of football this year. Yeah.
That we got lucky. We got a lot of things go our way. I wouldn't say we didn't get lucky. We're good, but we had a lot of things go our way last year, and we just have a brutal schedule. There is no Atlanta Falcons. There's no Carolina Panthers. There's no Saints.
Yep.
It's the Bills
We don't get the NFC
and
South.
the Chiefs and the
I
Dolphins.
mean, it's the NFC. It's the AFC East, right? That we have this year, because
Yeah.
we play the Dolphins, the Bills, and the Jets this year. So that's just. And who's the fourth team in that division?
Patriots.
Oh, the Patriots.
That's nice. At least.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's a tough. It's a tough one to be leading.
Walk over. Yeah.
They're having to face this year.
Yeah. Any other teams that you're, besides Texans, that you're kind of high or low on? Public may agree or disagree?
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing like I'm kind of. It's not a hot take, that's for sure. But Green Bay. Everybody's high on Green Bay right now. I'm high on Green Bay. Like I thought what Jordan Love did in the back half of the season, and then what they did to the absolute just bludgeoning of Dallas was impressive. And so I think that's a team that I'm like kind of excited to see if they can take the next step. Not that the city of Green Bay deserves it, but
That's right.
and then I don't know, I've always kind of gravitated to like the underdog team. So before Deshaun Watson went to Cleveland, I was like, man, it would be kind of cool to see Cleveland be decent again, you know? So I was kind of rooting for them. Now I can't root for them because they have a RX quarterback.
Right. Yeah.
But in that same vein, like I like Dave Canales. I want to see Tampa Bay do well. I want to see Tampa Bay win the NFC South.
Right. Yeah.
So it's like a rooting thing. But as far as like, do I think it's gonna happen? No shit. Like
yeah.
I'm high on.
Niners going into the season.
I mean, they're still got to be the front runners in the NFC to make it back to the Super Bowl, right? They didn't lose anybody. I saw just earlier that they went ahead and got the deal done with Ayuk. So.
Yep, they got it done. Finally.
There's nothing stopping them except for Brock Purdy. So. Yeah. I think that this year's just, it's like a figured out year, and so you just got to figure it out. You got to find out how to win this year, and because after this year, there's no more. Brock Purdy will be getting, even if he does bad this year and doesn't become the highest paid quarterback in the NFC, like he's still going to make at least what Baker Mayfield's making.
Right. Oh,
you know, $30 million a year, and so they're in a position after that, like they're not bringing all that defense back. They can't. So this is it. This is their last year.
Lost some of it already. Yeah. With the Armstead, right? I think.
So. Armstead's on the Dolphins, right?
I think he gave it to the Dolphins. Yeah.
So I think that's but look at the rest of that roster, and they still have to be the favorites in the NFC.
Yeah.
I have a pretty easy division. That helps. Yep. And then yeah, but I don't know. My eyeballs say that there's a top three, and to me they're all pretty equal in the NFC.
Yeah.
49ers, Lions, Packers.
Yeah. Yeah. Lions?
Yep, 49ers, Lions, Packers.
Believe the Lions finally turned the corner and are legitimately good now. It's not just like, oh, haha, the Lions, that's fun.
But even all three of those NFC teams, like, every bit of this season for them is hinging on their quarterback. Because we still don't know. We still don't know about their quarterback. We haven't decided yet if Jared Goff's actually good. Because we had decided before he got to Detroit that he was bad.
Right,
and now we're kind of like changing our mind a little bit. Obviously, Purdy, we just talked about, we haven't decided yet. And, you know, if you looked at Jordan Love in the first half of last year, you're like, this guy sucks. And then in the back half, you're like, this guy's maybe the best guy to ever play football. And so those three teams are so, like, still up in the air on the quarterback.
Yeah. That's true.
Meanwhile, AFC, like, has a bunch of proven solid quarterbacks, but there's too many of them that it gives you like just concern. Like nobody's worried if Joe Burrow's good or not, or if Patrick Mahomes or Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen or CJ Stroud or any of these guys are actually good. We all know they're good. The problem with all of it is that like only one team from the AFC goes to the Super Bowl, and there's way too much talent.
Yep. Yep. That is true. That is true. Son.
I'm just excited for it, man. It's been too long.
I know, it has felt like a long time.
We need a year-round football season.
If the UFL, or what is it, UFL? If that was any good, that'd be nice.
Can't do that.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
What about you? You have a team besides the Texans that you're kind of giddy about this year? My other one, I have one more. The Cardinals.
Sure. Yeah, that's what was gonna be my answer. Was be the Cardinals. I like the coach a lot.
Yeah.
Another former Philadelphia Eagle guy who turned out to be really good. And I guess my question too was like, for obviously the NFC East with the Cowboys. I'm curious too. Are the Eagles just like, I mean, yeah, because I mean, Sirianni for me is kind of like, is he actually any good? Because it looks like from last year, it looks like he just got carried by his two coordinators, and then he had crap coordinators, and he wasn't able to right the ship. Really, they won barely those first couple of games, and then, you know, found a way to kind of sneak around. But so I don't know if they're like, yes, was that because they lost 6 of their last 7 too, just like Jacksonville. But
yeah, I was on a podcast or last week, and that was one of my hot takes that the Eagles are gonna finish below 500 this year. And it has to be a hot take, and it's not a good take, but it's a hot take.
Piping hot.
That was my critique of it. It's like, I think that the Jason Kelce loss is a bigger deal than we thought it would be, and then I think that the gaps that we saw in the back half of last season were the fruits of what I've been saying for years, which is that Jalen Hurts is not very good at football. And then he spent several months last year making me look like an idiot, and I confess that to you guys over and over. And then he spent a couple months making me look like a genius. And so I'm still going to die on this hill that he's not very good at football. And even though he has Saquon Barkley and then 2 Pro Bowl receivers and then a Pro Bowl tight end, he's not going to get it done.
No, there you have it. There you have it. That's my question, because like now, kind of I feel like this is always this is kind of how it always goes with the Cowboys, is they have a terrible loss in the playoffs, and everybody forgets that they still won like 12 games, and they kill the bad teams every year. They're gonna beat the Commies and the Giants by like 40 both times, and they're gonna get like 12 wins. And they're probably gonna win the division. Not because they're amazing, but just how it goes. And I feel like people are still like, oh, the Eagles, yeah, the Eagles will bounce back. Yeah, they'll bounce back. It's like, they will? Like, I haven't seen enough of a sample size for them to, like, I believe more in the 49ers bouncing back from a Super Bowl hangover, losing in overtime, than I do the Eagles bouncing back from, 6 out of 7 losses kind of thing. But maybe that's just me. But do you think that division, the NFC East, goes back to the NFC least with one team coming out?
Man, yeah. I mean, based on my take, I would have to say that.
Yeah.
So.
I hear you.
Kind of backed myself into the corner by giving that take, but
You went on a podcast?
There's some friends I have a podcast.
Oh, cool. Just
They're like,
football in general, or?
it's called Double Take, and so they do several different things. Like right now, it's football, thank God.
Mm.
Um, but during the basketball season, they'll talk about that, and I don't know, just give and takes. That's kind of their whole deal. Is like
Right.
not to break down like on Tuesday to break down the weekend slate of games. It's more like to come in and give your take, give
Right.
your
Yeah.
good takes, bad takes, hot takes,
Right. First take,
whatever takes. Yeah.
second take.
Yeah. So my two hot takes were that and they got to be hot takes. Like somebody else's hot
Right.
takes were that Cleveland was going to win the AFC North. I'm like, that's not even.
Right.
I mean, I guess it's kind of a hot take, but it's more of a
Lukewarm.
warm take.
Lukewarm. Yeah, lukewarm.
Yeah, lukewarm take. And then the other one was that the Eagles are going to win the NFC East. I'm like, how's that even a hot take?
It's their
Like,
favorite
it's not
to
a
win
hot take.
They're favored to win the NFC
Yeah.
East. They're the
So
highest
my two hot
over-under.
takes. Yeah, my two hot takes were the Eagles were not going to make the playoffs and go under 500, and then that Carolina Panthers were going to win the NFC South. And I don't have, and that one's like the hot of the hot.
That is scorching.
There's no like legitimacy to that claim. They let Brian Burns leave. They
For nothing, yeah.
for nothing. They are weak at every level on defense, and they're weak on their offensive line. Bryce Young looked like a middle schooler. Like there's nothing to warrant that take except for I actually do think Bryce Young's good. The Panthers, one of their only. I mean, did they win one game last year or two?
Maybe two.
It doesn't matter how many they won, but they did beat the best team in the league last year. So I think that
God.
they beat us. Gosh dang it.
God, how did that happen?
Yeah, I think that I don't know. I just think they might end up being decent enough to win the NFC South at least.
There you have it. There you have it.
But that's assuming that Tampa Bay takes a step and regresses without Dave Canales. Baker Mayfield turns back into a pumpkin, and that Kirk Cousins is not Kirk Cousins of Minnesota.
Right.
So that team's obviously more talented.
Yeah. Or even, yeah, I guess, I don't know. Even if Cousins sucks, or I mean, I guess not necessarily Cousins sucks. Even if he gets hurt, I guess. Like, I don't know. It's still hard to. Like, is Penix gonna be that bad?
No.
They had Desmond Ridder last year. He's cut. He's not in the league.
Yeah.
Like, and they won, I don't know, 7 games. They beat us. We lost to them too.
Yep.
But so I just feel like, yeah, I mean, if Kirk Cousins just tears his other Achilles, then they should be okay.
It's a hot take for a reason.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. I like the I like the Eagles one.
I mean, every year something has to happen against the narrative.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Last year, fortunately, it was us.
That's right. And the Jaguars falling off a cliff.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Jaguars falling off a cliff. I guess another one kind of against the narrative last year was Seattle being decent enough.
Right.
Make the
Is
playoffs.
Because they're a decent spot too here, so it's kind of.
I would say Tampa Bay was kind of like
Yep, they were surprised.
against the narrative last year. That surprise team. I would say the Chargers being bad was a surprise. People had them pinned as like a Super Bowl favorite coming out of the AFC, and then they were a 5 seed.
Yep. Not great, Bob.
Not great at all. There'll be something that surprises us this year.
Yeah.
I'm also pro Jaden Daniels. Like I'm rooting for him to do well,
Mm.
and anti Caleb Williams. So I'm rooting against Caleb Williams and for Jaden Daniels.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah. One of the reasons I didn't want to do this alliance with Scotland is that they're very far away. And I'm currently sailing all the way to Scotland, which is taking a trip past Gibraltar here pretty soon.
Well, why are you going to Scotland?
Well, because I married my son to the Queen of Scotland, and they have a bastard son, which is fun. Love for y'all to have an actual son of mine. Oh, she's pregnant. This woman, this woman, this woman has had a kid in like going on 4 or 5 years. This woman, Queen Cummin. Beautiful. Not even lustful. There's a fornicator. What can you do? I have Constantinople. More years. 3 more years. 3 more years.
Well, guys, I'm making a choice here.
Oh, here it is. Well, hold on. Hold on. You don't speak up too often. What the hell's going on here, Bear? What the hell is going on here? Bear Catholicism. What's the give me the rundown. Give me the rundown on the religion here. You know, just give me some thoughts here, Bear.
Well, bear Catholicism is worships all things bear.
Okay, all right.
And has the bear yellow here.
Okay,
The
bear
bear
gold.
Yep. The astrology. We gotta look at the stars. Yep.
Okay, I big.
Communion. Okay.
Well, yeah,
Gotta get
that was required.
Yeah, I have my prowess up.
Unrelenting faith. Yeah, you want to be kicking some ass for that communion. Male-dominated, righteous religious attitude. Do you feel righteous? Huh? Do you guys? Huh? Y'all feel righteous in what y'all are doing here? Man.
Yep.
Head of faith, temporal. Divorce always allowed. Marriage type polygamous. Now that would be that's an interesting boat to sail here. Sure as not Catholicism isn't synonymous with Mormonism here? Are we borrowing some tenets there? John Smith and Brigham Young involved in the canon, or same-sex shunned? Female adultery is criminal. Of course, male adultery. Oh, male adultery also criminal. Wow. Okay. Deviancy criminal, witchcraft criminal, same-sex relations accepted. Wow, pretty progressive on the Catholicism here. Okay. Control for the cleric. He's going to allow or or disallow? He's going to allow clerical marriage. The genders can be used to allow female priests, temporal for life, and a mummification funeral tradition.
Alright. Y'all can join in.
Wow. And there it is. He has lost his patronage. Oh my god. Bartholic. Hey, hey, if the Catholic Church decides to do a crusade for Santiago, I'm gonna have to put my hands up, Bear. I'm gonna have to put my hands up. I'm not tell you.
Well,
Wow.
what if Bartholic does a crusade for Rome?
Oh! Oh my goodness. Alright, well yeah, that's to change your gameplay quite a bit. You have to convert quite a bit of land. As you can see, most of North Africa is Catholic. It might be turning towards Bartholic. Okay. And I'm just sailing by Badajoz right now, seeing this carnage in the land here. Holy mackerel. Wow.
Well, guys, I can hop on a boat here.
Hop on the Bartholic. Let's see. They do have some good points. So no armed pilgrimage. You know what? You're like, I'm not down to crusade. Crusading is for the birds.
Yeah, I've seen how well those go.
I want no more part of that, basically, what you're trying to tell me. That's fair. That's fair. Oh, goodness.
Too few spouses, that's a problem.
Too few spouses. Knock on the piety, huh?
Yep.
Wow, how'd you find that wife? Genius from House Limia. Pretty good. The Rose. Pope Sid II. Long may he reign. This 51 excellent learning. There you have it. Well, congratulations, Bear. Congratulations on your religion. Best of luck to you. These heretics will pay for their crimes against God. A new schism within Christianity has occurred as Pope Sid has split off from the Catholic faith to form a new religious movement. These Bartholic priests have adopted a pragmatic and balanced view of other faiths, and many ancient superstitions and mythical stories have been canonized in the official doctrine. Sid has chosen to personally lead this burgeoning Bartholic movement as an assumed the title of Pope, an exalted position that he is expected to pass down to his heir. Good grief. Can't make this up.
married a low board, and it lowered my
Right, I was about to
legitimacy
say, yeah, it's probably lower
by
than
500.
Yeah, it's pretty powerful. Pretty damning.
Oh yes. Damn. Can't marry for love anymore. I mean for traits.
For traits. Yeah.
Well. So, what's this new religion? I was on the phone, sorry.
It's Bertholic. Everyone's doing it.
Everyone's doing it.
Interesting, because I'm not. It didn't even give me a choice to do it. Did it?
Maybe.
No, no, it doesn't give you a choice. You have to kind of like go in there. If you were gonna purposely do it, you have to go into like your religion tab and do it.
That's up to you.
But you could, yeah, up to you. I mean, if you think that's the right choice for the King of Ireland, the King of Wales.
Interesting.
Sean, why don't you tell Bill why you did it, Sean? Maybe that'll kind of help him understand what the pros and cons of him doing that would be.
Because I
Yeah,
could.
Sean.
Because you could.
So you get certain tenets with your religion, and one of the main things with Catholicism is communion. And all the communion, you pay the Pope money for piety, essentially. But if I want to be the Pope and get everyone's money, then I have to make my own religion.
Become my own Pope.
Yeah. So
Interesting. So it's a
now people
self-serving endeavor.
No, it's for the goodness of the Lord. For Christendom.
And then you also get the perk Divine Stars, which is pretty good.
Well, after all that, Sean is the one that beats me to making the religion. The Holy Roman Emperor is not the
The other
one.
reason is I want more wives.
Don't we all? You're here. Just to spread the seed a little better, or what was the purpose of having more wives? You just think we've got enough kids?
This is bear dominance we're going for here, so the more bears we can have, the more,
the better off we are.
Yep.
Just freaking won the war for them there. I don't know how you had the patience to do this, Bear. I do not have the patience
To do what?
to fight all of these wars for these people. Like, is it my fault that the Kingdom of Scotland is falling apart because this chick can't stop having bastard children? Like, I finished fighting a war on her behalf, and then another war happens. God.
$100 for me, nice.
How much?
They just gave me another 100 for being Pope.
For forgiveness of their sins.
Yep.
Oh no. So sad. Oh. My firstborn daughter died in childbirth. She had one son, Teddy. I got an 18-member faction bear who wants lower crown authority coming up in 3 months.
1800, that's it.
18 men.
Oh. This would be a lot.
Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna have to let that one go. How's the new religion so far, Bear?
It's going pretty good. I need to find one more spouse.
One more lowborn spouse.
Yeah. Legitimacy's through the floor. But my money is very high.
You been getting a lot of money, really?
Yeah, I'm 3,600 now.
Wow.
Steven has 5,200, so
So, when you check the Pope, hey, where's the Pope at? Where's the Pope at? What you got, Pope? I'm coming for a refund. Oh man. Hey, you know what? He lost a lot of revenue with you leaving, Bear. He lost a lot of revenue there. He was getting like $1.30 a turn. Now he's only at 95. You've taken away from my pocketbook there, Bear. How dare you? You'll pay. Oh, you'll pay. Anyway.
Heavens. Oh no. All of Africa is going to revolt.
How could they?
Not
No,
if
how good.
I grant these people independence before they do.
You're fine. You're fine. You don't revolt. You can just have it. Just take it. Just don't
Oh,
take away. Just don't take away my. Just don't take away my. Just don't take away my legitimacy. Oh my god. My son, who is married, is now the king of Alba. Is plotting to kill me. I give you that, and this is what you take? You want to try to kill me?
funny.
Say I'm thrilled with that news. artifact bear, a legendary one, plus 40% diplomacy lifestyle regeneration. I don't think I've ever had anything like that.
Is it purple?
Yeah.
Yeah, I only have one. I have a few purple ones, but yeah, those are the best.
That's crazy.
You're the best.
Yeah. Do I still keep my legend defender of the Catholic Holy Site? I do.
Oh, what a joke that is, huh? What a joke that is.
Defender of the Bartholic Holy Site soon.
Bartholic. Oof. Should have done that.
Piety to form a holy order.
Oh.
We have an independence war going on here.
Against you? Whom? Oh, the damn Vikings.
What happened to those Vikings that attacked you, Steven?
I vassalized him. He said like, hey, if you pay me like $250, I'll just be your vassal. And I'm like, I'll take it. Well.
in the high medieval era now.
Well, y'all at a saving point.
Yeah. Just dealing with Civil War now.
So,
Yeah, I'm about 4 years out of from being to high medieval.
there you go. There you go.
Which is kinda nice. I'm also about 4% away of cultural acceptance with the Anglo-Nordic to be able to merge cultures.
Ah, there you go. There you go. Very nice. Very nice.
Alrighty, well, I guess that's it, huh?
Yep. GG's, boys. And we'll do it again on
Jeez,
Monday.
guys. Monday Night Football. Well,
Almost. Almost.
Monday Night Crusader Kings. Almost Monday Night Football.
Yep. Good night, guys.
About
Oh.
saying good night. Wow,
Oh,
not even a
sorry.
good night.
It was an accident. It was an accident.
No sweet dreams. I love you. Nothing. Just
Don't let the bug bugs bite. All right. Good night.
don't let the bug bugs fight. Night, guys.